Welcome to the final part of our journey through the story of Kalo, where we explore its future and the evolving role it plays in Hawaiian culture. In our first two videos, we learned about the sacred origins of Kalo and how it's grown and harvested using traditional practices. In this third video, we look at how Kalo is prepared in different ways, from the traditional method of making pa'iai to modern innovations like the poi mill. We'll see how these new practices bring Kalo into the contemporary world while honoring its cultural roots. As we explore the future, we'll consider the role of Kalo in addressing food security in Hawaii. By reconnecting with traditional cultivation, we can build a more sustainable and resilient food system for generations to come. Join us as we discover how this ancient plant continues to inspire and guide us toward a brighter, more sustainable future. This native Hawaiian implement is known as a papaku'iai. It's used as a base to pound food, and it's usually made out of woods that are safe for food handling, such as milo or koa. These implements are known as pohaku ku'iai, or food pounding stones. The one on the left is made in the traditional style, and the one on the right is made in the ring style, usually found on the island of Kauai. Here's a quick video on how to make pa'iai. It's a traditional Hawaiian food made from pounded taro. So the first thing I do is get all the taro onto my board, and then I start to break them down. It's important to keep your board and stone wet during this process, otherwise the taro will stick to everything and it gets really messy. Here I had to switch tables just because the other one was a little too shaky. As you continue, you'll notice the consistency of your pa'iai to go from lumpy and starchy to kind of smooth and sticky like mochi. Ideally, you're gonna want to keep one hand for the pohaku and one hand solely for the pa'iai, just so you don't get the mess everywhere. There's no one correct way to make pa'iai. Everybody has their own techniques and methods that work for them and the tools that they have. So this is what the finished product looks like. This much took me about 30 minutes, and if you want it smoother, you can keep pounding, but this was good enough for me to eat. And yeah, mahalo. Here's a video of Daniel Anthony, or Mana'ai, pounding pa'iai. The way he does it is a lot better than the way I can get it. His poi looks very smooth, and he's mixing in water at the same time to make it more stretched out. So pa'iai is usually made with very little water, but he's mixing water in to turn this pa'iai into poi. If you compare his to mine, you'll notice his is a lot more smooth, and you can see him picking out particles as he goes along. Yeah, he has a very good technique, and he just folds in the water into the pa'iai, and then it makes it turn into poi. Here we get into the modern way to make poi using a poi mill. A poi mill is basically a machine used to process cooked taro. The cooked taro goes in from the top and gets ran through a grinder, and then it comes out smooth and silky like poi. Taro is a versatile plant that can be prepared in a variety of ways in these modern times, such as taro chips, taro fries, kalopa'a, kulolo, taro smoothies, taro in curries and stews. There's even taro ice cream. Nowadays, you can find poi in almost every supermarket in Hawaii, showing just how far this food has come, not only as a staple to our ancestors, i kawa kahiko, but also in our times. If every family got to plant their own mala or their own lo'i with taro, food security would hardly be an issue for Hawaii's residents. I believe to help our future, we must look back to the past and realize that our kupuna did not need to import their food. As we journeyed through the traditional methods of making pa'iai, explored diverse ways of preparing it, and saw how poi is made in a modern mill, we witnessed the evolution of Kalo in Hawaiian culture. From ancient times to the present, Kalo has been a symbol of sustenance, continuity, and resilience. Today, taro is more than just a staple. It's a link to our ancestors, a marker of identity, and a beacon for the future. Let's continue to honor the past, embrace the present, and work together for a future where our food systems are not only sustainable, but deeply rooted in the culture and spirit of Hawaii. Aloha and mahalo.